Hey, what's up everybody? Brian Dean here, founder of Backlinko. And in this video, I'm gonna show you a content marketing strategy that's working great right now. In fact, this is the exact process I used to grow Backlinko's traffic to over 500,000 visitors per month. So if you're looking to level up your content marketing skills, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you'll get notified of upcoming videos on the channel. In fact, this video is an excerpt from the Advanced Content Marketing course on Semrush Academy. So if you're excited about this material and want to learn more, go to the Academy page by clicking the link in the description and enroll in the full course now. All right, let's dive in. The real secret to getting lots of traffic to your blog is to publish less often, but publish amazing stuff every single time. And once I learned that lesson, my blog's growth went from barely noticeable to insanely fast. Now, why did I share this story with you? It's not to show you how smart I am. Actually, the complete opposite. I shared this with you to show you what's possible when you grow your blog the right way. You may not have an email list or an audience. You might not even have a blog yet, and that's totally fine. The takeaway lesson I want you to get is this. If you want people to visit, talk about, and share your blog, you need to put out amazing stuff, which is exactly what I'm gonna show you how to do in this course, step by step. And what's one of the easiest ways to put out amazing content? Publishing an RLL. RLL stands for ridiculously long list, and it's one of the best shortcuts out there to help you quickly grow your blog. I already showed you my Google ranking factors post. That post is an RLL. In total, the post contains over 200 items, which helps us stand out from most other list posts that only contain about 20 to 25. In fact, that's one of the reasons that an RLL works. It helps your blog instantly stand out. You've probably seen the stat that there are 2 million blog posts published every day. 2 million. So if you just publish the same old 15 weight loss tips or 20 ways to save money on car insurance type of stuff, it's gonna be impossible for you to stand out. Fortunately, a ridiculously long list helps you solve this whole how do I stand out problem. How? Because your RLL covers a lot of material on a single page, more material than any other blog in your niche. And because your content is so thorough, it helps you and your blog stand out. Now, it's one thing to have your blog stand out, but you also want people to share your content on social media and link to it from their blog. And an RLL can help with that too. According to the study I did with BuzzSumo, longer content, like an RLL, gets significantly more social shares than shorter posts. This same study also found that list posts get more shares than any other content format. And an RLL combines these two proven approaches into a single package. And I've seen this research play out in the real world time and time again, with dozens of different blogs in all sorts of different industries. For example, take a look at this massive list of 100 plus ways to conserve water. Is conserving water a topic that excites a lot of people? Probably not. Despite being on a pretty dry topic, that post has racked up tons of shares and links. How about another example? This list of 100 paleo diet recipes. This is an absolutely insane list of recipes on a single page. And because it's so thorough, it's been shared like crazy. Besides helping your blog stand out, an RLL is great for getting you and your blog instant credibility. Think about it. With an RLL, you're listing out pretty much everything there is to know about a topic in a single post. You're also deciding what should and shouldn't be included on your list. So even though your list is insanely long, there's an element of curation involved. And all of this requires a certain level of expertise. And when people see an RLL on your site, they'll say, this is an incredible resource. It must have taken a real expert to put this together. For example, after I published my Google ranking factors post, I noticed that more and more people started to refer to me as an SEO expert. They thought that because I had curated this list of Google ranking factors that I cracked the code on Google's top secret algorithm. I wish. Of course, you can't just publish ridiculously long lists over and over again on your blog. There are lots of other blog post formats and templates that work well too. And I'll cover those in module 2. But for now, let me show you the exact first steps to help you create your first ridiculously long list. First, find a topic for your ridiculously long list. Next, outline your post. Then fill in the blanks. Finally, publish, and promote. Of course, this is an oversimplified version of this process. There are a lot of details and nuances that can make or break this strategy. That's why in the next 2 lessons, we're gonna deep dive into each of these steps. And I'll show you exactly how to create a ridiculously long list. So let's dive right in with step number 1 of this process. Find a topic for your RLL. Your ridiculously long list can technically be about anything. But the thing is, as you're about to see, creating an RLL takes some work. So you want to make sure that you do everything you can to prime your RLL for success before you hit publish. And choosing the right topic is a big part of that. Specifically, you want your RLL topic to check off these 3 boxes. Is this a topic that people care about? Can I list out 100 items about this topic? And finally, are there any RLLs already out there on this topic? Let's break each of these down. First, you want to make sure that you have a topic that people actually care about. To be clear, this doesn't mean that you need to pick a controversial topic. In fact, I usually recommend staying away from that stuff. It's not worth the hassle. As long as people are interested in your topic, you're good to go. It doesn't have to be some sort of hot button controversial topic. For example, remember that ways to save water list that I mentioned earlier? There's nothing remotely controversial there, but it's a topic that people care about, so it did well. How about another example? Here's a ridiculously long list from my site, SEO Tools, the complete list. Is SEO tools a topic that people lose sleep over? No, but people do care about it. In fact, one of the most common questions that I used to get was, what SEO tools do you use and recommend? Which showed me that people cared about SEO tools, and it inspired me to create a ridiculously long list on that topic. Next, you should check to see if you're gonna be able to list out at least 100 items on your potential topic. I have more details on this in the worksheet. But for now, just keep in mind that 100 items is pretty much the minimum for an RLL. So if you don't think you can confidently hit 100 items, it's probably best to go with a different topic. For example, in the case of my tools post, I knew that there are hundreds of marketing tools and software on the market. So I was pretty confident that I could hit that 100 mark without breaking a sweat. But let's say your topic is something like smartphones. Is it realistic to list out 100 different types of smartphones? Nope. So you're better off going with a topic like the best iPhone apps. That topic is much easier to create a ridiculously long list around. Finally, you want to see if there are any other RLLs out there on your topic. In the case of my SEO tools post, there were plenty of tool lists on other blogs, but they usually only listed about 20 to 30 tools. None of them even got close to 100. So I knew that my RLL would really stand out. So what should you do if you see a really high quality RLL out there on your exact topic? Honestly, you probably want to go with a different topic. It's going to be really hard to create something that completely overshadows and dominates an RLL that already exists. For example, a few years ago, someone created their own list of Google ranking factors. In many ways, this RLL is way better than mine. It's more comprehensive, more up to date, and he added a cool filtering system that my post didn't have. So even though this guy's post is clearly better than mine, it didn't do that great. It got a few shares after it first came out, but things quickly died down. And last I checked, according to Semrush, my post has 100 times more backlinks than his. And if this person put the same level of effort into an original topic, I can almost guarantee that it would have seen much better results. With that, let's take one last look at the SEO tools post that I mentioned earlier. All in all, this post did amazingly well. It brought in a huge spike of traffic on day one. And for all the reasons I mentioned earlier, lots of people continue to share my RLL on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. All of these social shares, along with Google rankings, are like a pipeline of targeted traffic to my blog. In fact, this single post brought in 10,553 visitors last month. And a good chunk of its success was due to the fact that it made sure that the topic checked all 3 boxes before I wrote a single word. In fact, when I look back at it, my Google Ranking Factors post and my SEO Tools posts were the 2 pieces of content that built my blog to where it is today. And they're both RLLs. Now that you've seen an overview of my content marketing process, I encourage you to enroll in the full Academy course, where you'll learn more about advanced content marketing strategies and techniques, content templates proven to drive targeted traffic to your site, and how to scale your content without sacrificing quality. See you in the next video.